Hi guys, it's Sher here with Share Peace and Love. How are you guys this evening? Can you guys hear me okay? Thank you for the likes already. How is everybody tonight? Iris, how are you doing? Perfect. Thank you, Sugar. Sugar, nice to see you. Jamie, I saw you too. Nice. Hope things are going good for you guys tonight. And Iris, yes. We cannot talk. We won't talk about food. Hi, Jax. How are you? I'm going to light some Palo Santo here. Maybe. I move around in my new space. If you can see it, which I think you can, I have a bulletin board with nothing on it, but next to it, it says, Rise up and attack the day. That's what I said. I won't. I promise. we have to talk about lettuce, though. Well, it's going to take you a few naps. I'm wonderful. Nice to see you, Jax. Anyway, yeah, it's going to take you a couple naps to come back from everything you've been dealing with, Sugar. But I am glad you took a nap. Self care is a lovely, wonderful thing, isn't it? My hair is getting so long. All right, guys. We had lit the Palo Santo. I have my holy candle lit. It is great to see all of you in here tonight. My energy has shifted. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Just I'm saying wow because I was looking at this note behind me and it almost looked like a person walked through it. That kind of freaked me out. I know. Usually, like a long time ago, every day of my life, I woke up energized. But Iris, we will have to talk lettuce because okay, guys, look at this little. Can you see this leafy green thing? Hi, Jamie. See the leafy green? That's lettuce. Okay. And I bought it at Walmart. And this is really bad because I want to be able to pick my own lettuce out of my kitchen. Now, this may seem very insignificant, but it just plants are good for your soul. They have energy. So plants enhance your life. But here's my thing. I guess they may not want to know that you're banking on their energy to eat them later, but so sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm really silly today. It felt good to get some rest, and it's just been a wonderful day. And I've only had about an hour. Okay, now let me ask you a question. When I do, I have to cut it. Greens are great. Yes. And do I have to cut it at the bottom? I know, and I have a degree in culinary. God help me. My teacher's probably dying right now. Is it? Do you have to take it out by the roots, or do you just chop it off at a certain place, or what? I want to grow more lettuce. The tomatoes are going to be a few months now. Isn't it a great day today, guys? So you can see mine. This is my dining room. There's my bookshelf. There's my empty bulletin board, and there's my lettuce. And if oh my goodness, how can I forget Merlin? If Merlin is here, the cookies are behind the lettuce. So you're not tempted. All right. Mm. Yeah, so try to incorporate some fresh vegetables. Chop the top. Okay, chop the top leaves and leave the roots. Okay, cool. That's it? And it'll just keep growing? Does it just keep getting taller? This is, Also, if you haven't, if you're like me, like a bad eater, uh, the Grove, no, Bolt Farms. Hey, Bolt Farms makes some really great juices, and they're very healthy for you. So if you're having a problem getting your vegetables in, quit. Okay, Jax, Iris, all of you are already making me laugh, and we haven't even gotten started yet. We got to get this party started. Cretex, hola, how are you today? All right, so glad you're back in our chat. We missed you while you were working or whatever you were doing. Okay. If you don't know me, my name's Sher. I'm an intuitive. I get messages from the Most High. Oh, thanks, Jax. I don't. Here's my thing, guys. I'm just a conduit. I only pass the messages along. Please don't ask me about another energy name wise because I can't violate their space. And usually, most of the time, it's going to come during your reading anyway. And be nice to my moderator, and we'll all be good. And everybody here is pretty chill, so let's. I'm motivated, and I've got some energy. So, plus, I good today. Yes, working. Yes, I get it. All right, Iris, where are we starting? Oh, shoot. Sorry, set my coffee cup down. Sugar. All right. Jamie. Is Jamie the first one? Cretex. Jamie's first. All right. If you have a question, Merlin, I was just talking about you. I got a message today. I need to channel one of my spirit guides, Merlin. And then I was like, Merlin in the chat? Spirit guide, Merlin. Peace and love to you too. Yes, guys, thank you for raising the vibration of our planet, of our universe. God knows we need it, right? I did post some shorts today. I will say some of them were a bit ridiculous, but they still made sense. All right, let me pray and start with you, Jamie. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Amen. All right. Okay. Okay. I thought we had given up on that. Okay. That's good. I don't want to give up on it. Ooh. See what's out here. All right, Jamie, let's see. 3, 2, 2. Okay, the number 7 stands out to me predominantly. Maybe 7 days or 7 weeks, somewhere in there. But I have 3, 2, 2, which is 7, and then I have 4, 3, which is 7. So that kind of feels to me like this answer would be 7. I'm not a great numbers person, but I will tell you what I do see in the cards is I see that progress, expansion, and growth. This is the 3 of Wands. This is a very good card to get. And then this is you listening to your intuition. Excuse me, you're coming across as the High Priestess, okay? And listening to your internal wisdom, like starting to rely on you, feeling like you know the answers. Oh, Lord, Iris. Okay, and then here's you coming into balance, being adaptable, which may be what this nursing program is about, and then coming into balance and setting priorities and having flexibility. So I think this is very important. And so to me, when I look at these 3 cards, the progress, planning, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Pentacles, to me, that's like making things happen. Okay. And yes, relaxing is very nice. And then I see you, once all this happens, you coming into your power with the She of the Lotus. Like finally knowing where you're supposed to be. I try to ignore the chat in the background from the chat group. All right. Oh yeah, that's bad for me. Guys, sometimes I only sleep 1 or 2 hours a night. My energy I can't turn it off. Sher needs to be healed. Seriously. I do. But so look at this beautiful card. This is where you are. 1 second. California, they'll have to wait. Okay. Sorry. All right. Oh, my head is itching. There's a lot of energy here. And here's you listening to your inner guidance, Jamie. And then this is you coming into balance. And then you, and then you coming into Shea the Lotus. Iris, be quiet. You're messing me up. So I do like this. California will have to wait. My vibe tribe, my family vibe tribe is way more important. If you, that's what I have, Jamie. But it looks good. 7 weeks, 7 days. Wow. No, it's okay. It's just sometimes I look at you and I see this. Look at my head. Look, there's got to be some serious energy in here tonight, guys. Hi, Devon. I haven't forgot about you. I just haven't had a chance to look at the question yet. You're welcome, Jamie. Hi, Sugar. Merlin, any changes that come up against you? You're such a, I feel like that you tend to take everything with a grain of salt. Not much bothers you. You're just like, I want to say flying by the seat of your pants. They'll have to wait. Okay, flying by the seat of your pants. and you're just not bothered because you really don't care. If they like you, they like you. Okay. Of course, Devon. And Merlin. Merlin. Okay. Lisa M., if you're out there, I read your email. I'm taking time to digest it. You're a wonderful person. There's going to be a shift in your circumstances, but when you, maybe I can get with you and read some for you privately. Okay. If you see this, let me know. Reach out to me by email and let me, you know, my email. So, okay. We got Devon. Merlin, I'm very sad you have no pants. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yes, it is California calling. I have no, but I don't know. And I don't really care because this is more important. All right. Thank you, Iris, for keeping me on track. Sugar. I can never say your name without wanting to sing Sugar, Sugar. You are my something girl. That's right, Cretex. I agree with you. Hi, Earth Angel. How you doing? All right. I'm gonna pull out the Acaciac Truth Oracle deck. I was drawn to the cookies are behind the lettuce. I'm trying not to tempt you. They're behind the lettuce. Look closer, Merlin. Oh my goodness, Iris. This is gonna be one of them chats. She just dadded you. Okay, let's see. Hey, Sher, I wanted to ask, did my soulmate receive dreams and confirmation about me, or does he not know about me and all I've been receiving insight about him? I don't know. Let's see what comes through, Sugar. All right, messages for Sugar at this time. Soulmate, life, general circumstances. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's okay. Let's look at this. Let's see where we are. Bear with me. Yeah, and I have some messages for you too, Sugar. So let's wow. Okay. All right. The first card that fell out is the card of compassion. And this is exactly what I thought it is. It's asking you to be kinder to yourself. Okay. And I feel like that is necessary at this time. The next card I see is like you, it's telling me you're doing everything on your own, basically. And that what the universe wants you to know is it's okay to confirmation, ask for help, especially if you need help, especially at this time. All right. And there is someone deceptive in your energy. And I feel like, sorry. Um, And and according to this reading here, it says that you're helping them, forgive me, sugar, with their negative patterns. Like you are not making them actually take responsibility for themselves. And they're asking you to step back from the situation and let things play out. Underneath that, which concerns me, is the card of deception. So sorry, I'm going to read it for you because I don't change anything. It said you're not seeing the entire picture uh, of a person or situation. Devon, ask the questions that you asked me in the email if you remember them. Otherwise, I can try to go back and get them. Okay. It may be purposely withheld from you, or you may be choosing to look the other way or betray yourself. It feels like you don't have clarity in this situation and you're putting a lot of hope into one thing. And the universe is saying, um, all the stuff that you're doing for this other person, all this reaching out, all this allowing them to simply be, is not serving you in any way, shape, or form. That they want you to have compassion for yourself. Look at this. They want you to take care of yourself. I think this person is deceptive. It says, or maybe you may be choosing to look the other way. Sometimes, and I'm not trying to be mean, sometimes we want something so bad and we want it to be so real and we want to be so loved that we make mistakes. And there's several readers and they say this: what is for you will not pass you by. If it is for you, it will not pass you by. On the same note, if it is not for you and you try to make it work, it will fall apart and possibly destroy you in the process. And I'm not joking about that. Okay. The universe is saying, please give yourself some love, have some time of quiet, and be caring. They do say there's a new connection coming in, new relationship in the horizon, but possibly a kindred spirit, um, someone new. But you have to open your heart to a new connection. And I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but there is a deception in this energy, and it feels like you're being kinder to that energy than you are to yourself. And you know me, I don't usually have all that to say in a reading for you, but that's what's coming through, sugar. Best luck. Sorry. Okay. Iris, quit. Oh God, y'all quit talking about hot flashes. Okay. I am the luckiest woman in the world. I didn't even know I went through menopause. Okay. Sorry for anybody that doesn't want to know that. I woke up one day and I went, oh, I guess that happened. So great. All my female friends hate me for that. And I don't have to shave my legs because I don't grow any hair hardly. Okay. Sorry, probably too much information. All right. We're on Jax now. All right. Hi, Jax. How are you doing tonight? Do you have a question? Okay. Love it. Merlin, a lot of us drank our 30s away. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm one of them, unfortunately. But you know what? Life goes on. It's a journey. This how we learn. If we're here to learn. All right. Messages for Jax at this time, please, Lauren. Okay. Different Jack. Wow, this is so funny. Okay. Do you have either you have a soulmate or you have a soulmate coming in? But this is hilarious. And the bottom card is soulmate. I think it's person that's coming in is going to be very passionate. Perhaps someone you knew in a past life, but you're going to need to set some boundaries with this person. I feel like they're going to be very gung ho, and I feel like this is going to sound a little strange that you're having to step out in courage on this, like put a little faith in yourself and recognize your divine divinity. You are divine, and you have guides that are listening to you. And I think the soulmate is going to be a divine masculine. But also, you're just kind of in the flow. You went through a transition. You influence a lot of people in your life. Nature is very important to you. You stay pretty grounded and you like to learn. And I believe you're psychic and you transmute a lot of things. And time is, I feel like time just flows for you, that you're not ever really pressed unless you like get in your head. Wow. A lot of transformation. There were things you didn't see in your past life, and you made that shift. You faced the truth. You took on the new life. You cleansed yourself spiritually, walked away from all of that crap, and released, and grounded. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I feel like it's a sense of relief. At the beginning, it wasn't, but now I feel like you're relieved that this happened. You were on a very karmic path. There was a hell of a lot of shadow work, and you had to trust in the Most High and yourself. My shoulder is so cold. They're asking you to focus on you. You're protected now. You're in your power. You took your power back. There was healing. There's good fortune and magic, friendship, luckiness, home, peace, good stuff. This gratitude, I think for you, it starts with gratitude. This is like a profound shift here. And yeah, you went through the storm, but yeah, you're coming into your power. It's a good read. It's beautiful. I love it. But I do feel there was karma. I do think you had to walk away from something that touched your soul, not in a good way. And I'm sorry for that because and I think that you learned a valuable lesson because this next time or since then you've learned to set better boundaries, way better boundaries. I hope that helps, Jax. Wow. Oh, thank you. Sometimes it just source is amazing. Okay. Oh, Cretex, you're so sweet. Where am I? Oh, Cretex. Okay. Uh, do you want me to pull any kind of card or just say, we love you, Cretex, you're wonderful? Mm. I will tell you out of the storm, Cretex. You've left the storms behind. I will tell you that. Okay, Iris is next. Earth Angel. Okay, this is so funny. I was guided to pull different decks of cards tonight, so I pulled this deck, the Sixth Instinct. Earth Angel, I'm going to use this deck for you. Do you have a question, or do you just want like a general? Okay, let's see what we have. Messages for Earth Angel and Love, please. Messages for Earth Angel and Love, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, I like that. We're getting there. Hi, Sonal. Let's see. One second, give me a minute to digest. Bye, Merlin, if you left. Okay. All right, let me see what I got. Okay. Earth Angel. First of all, the twin flame card came in. It came in upside down. To me, that's kind of telling me that it's not coming in into. There's something about you getting more involved, a little more growth spiritually, and being able to like balance yourself with the universe. Okay. Also, um, there's something I picked up on something in here, and it's like you're spiritual, and but it's like it feels like you're on the beginning of the spiritual path, just like the beginning of your journey. But I think that when you touch things, sometimes you feel the vibration of it, and you know if it's good or bad, especially with people. You don't always pay attention to this though, and I don't know why. This is a safety net for you. This is actually protection. If you reach out and touch somebody, you immediately want to pull away. You need to back away from that relationship. You don't even need me for that one, okay? Because I do think that you can feel others' pain, okay? And I think that gets you in a lot of trouble. All right. Um, you have psychic ability, but I think that you're going to develop it even more through meditation. They said Buddhist meditation on here, and I think that the bear with me. There's okay, it's like there's so much that you I'm getting the card of communication, but it feels like there's so much you want to share with the world. There's so much you want to make happen, and you're in such a big hurry, and you have this long list, and you're like, I feel like you jump out of bed every day and go, I'm gonna make this happen, and don't take this wrong. And I'm not laughing at your promise. I feel like half an hour later, you're like, okay, yeah, maybe something will happen today. And as the day goes, the hope lessens and lessens. And I feel like that you need to, first of all, kick yourself, you know, kick yourself, motivate yourself, get out of the stagnation, stop worrying about the people coming into your life and worry about the person in your life, which is you, okay? Because that seems very, very important. Pay attention to those feelings when you touch somebody and immediately want to walk away or back away, especially if it's a male, uh, especially if you're wondering about a relationship with them. If there's something in the back of your mind that keeps talking to you and makes you wonder, that is a sign. Those are real signs. And I feel like sources saying that you don't always get those signs, but not to second guess yourself. That it's very important that you trust your own instincts. But you are evolving. There will be stuff in the future for you, but you've just started this spiritual path, and there's a lot for you to digest, is what I'm hearing. I hope that helps. And have faith. Have faith, Angel. Earth Angel, you'll be great. Uh, you're welcome. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Am I on Chanel? Okay. Am I on Chanel? Let's see. I do. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me think, Chanel. Okay. Hold on. Okay. That's funny. You should say that. Okay. Um, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but this is what's coming through. Okay. The green, and I actually saw something today, and it had a green snake, like on social media, and it was standing up, and it said green snakes aren't dangerous. Okay. And so I think that, okay, first of all, I don't think the snake is dangerous. I don't even think it's a symbol of deception, but I do think of, when I think of it, I think of purple as passion. And so it feels like this is almost the begin, spring, summer, and the green, the new life is coming in. And purple, oh, purple means power, cool, too. I don't, well, green also can be peace too and healing. So green has so many feelings. But purple means power and passion, I think. But it kind of is like, to me, it's like your parents going, "Hey, buck up. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Feel good. Be peaceful. Know that we're with you. Even though you can't see us, we still have passion and love for you." And, that type of thing. And let's see. One second. Okay, I was not scared. Then you wrapped it in a cross. Oh, okay. So that would be perfect, really. That's kind of interesting. I really like that. Yes. All right, Devon, let me think on this a second. All right, let me put some cards on this, Devon, because I'm going to be honest, I really don't have a clue. I know that when I did your reading yesterday, I don't think you have a record. I don't think it doesn't feel like there would be any reason for you not to get joint custody. Also, this energy that I pick up on, I think there's a selfish factor to it. So I think that the custody is actually that she's going to want you to watch the baby. Okay. Sorry, but that's really the impression I get. All right. All right. Let's see. What else do we have for Devon? Child support. The courts usually set it. It's usually fair. Let's see what messages come through, Devon. Okay. You are letting this drain you. We talked about this. You letting this trying to make it work thing when you can't make it work because you're going against the flow of the universe. Remember, and when you do that, it's like it feels like you're not sure, you're not confident in your abilities. And I feel like from talking to you, you should be very confident in your abilities. I think that you communicate very well. I think you are a good co-creator with the universe. I think that you have your child's best interest at heart. And also, it's a paradigm shift. This is a growth shift for you. Child support, yeah, everybody gets it. My husband paid it, and we switched back and forth. After a while, if you're fair and right and a good parent, it's really about taking care of the kids. But it doesn't. And Devon, the other thing, the real messages here for you. You have to let go of everything in this narrative that you are trying to control, because you are giving away all of your energy. Okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense? All of the energy you're giving away, and you don't want to give that. How much of your power do you want to give to this person? Okay, take your power back. God gave you this power. Take the power. Okay. Sorry if I sound like I'm mad. I'm not mad at you. I just want you to let go of this lack mentality. I might not get my baby. That's a lack mentality. I want you to think instead, I love my beautiful child, and I can't wait till the moment I get to spend beautiful and wonderful time with her. Take the no's, take the can'ts, take the not going to happen, take the not going to be able to afford it out of your equation. Okay. If you shift your mindset, I'm telling you, a whole bunch of things are going to shift. And I want you to come back here and tell me when they do, Devon, because yesterday after reading for you, it was a very close connection. I mean, the connectedness was there. Okay. And so yes, let go of all of this control. It will not serve you. And at a certain point, you got to have faith in God and the universe. Sometimes you just got to go, you know what? The best thing you can do, Devon, is just say, and I've done it. And it's the times I've done this, Devon, it's been my best prayer. I've said, hold on. It is the most important work. I create text. I agree with you. But what I was going to say is when I've been at a loss and I can feel your pain, I can feel your desperation, your frustration. I can feel all that energy in your body, Devon. And like you just can't fix it and you don't know how to do it and you don't know how to make it work. And usually that's when God calls us to the carpet. And I've been there. I've said, and when I have to pray that prayer, I don't even know an answer anymore. And I don't know if you do, but I don't think you do. I think most of us, when we get to that point, we don't even know what we need anymore. And so the prayer I've humbly always prayed is, Lord, you know better than I do. Okay. I'm sitting in this beautiful apartment because I prayed that prayer. Lord, you know better than I do. My whole apartment was tiny, very tiny. You guys saw it. I didn't even have to touch the floor in my apartment, but I gave it to God, and I shouldn't have this beautiful place and this beautiful blessing, but I do. And he was with me every step of the way. And Devon, what I think you don't understand here is God does not leave you nor forsake you. He is with you every step of the way. You just got to let him drive the car, baby. Sorry, but it's the truth. Let God drive the car. And you sit back in the back and relax and trust that the universe has a plan. And know that we love you here, Devon. And we respect you so much because you look to be a person who is truly trying to do the right thing to care for someone they love and to be there for them and trying to make something work. And to me, that says a lot about your character, Devon. So hang on to that. Merlin, you and your jokes. Maybe you could drive my car. Oh, I'm not going to say that. Okay. I love you too, Devon. It's going to be okay. All right. Roberto, do you have a question? Please don't ask me about a particular general. Okay, general. Cool. Wow. You usually ask me about a relationship. I can't believe I remember that. Hmm. Guys, I'm going to be studying some classes, and I still have to make the video on awakening and ascension that I channeled through Archangel Michael. Um, and there's something here in the chat, the need to give up control. There's somebody, and I think besides Devon. Sorry, Devon, we're not picking on you. Oh, thank you. I'm not. I'm a woman who talks to God. Anyway, and we all do that. Okay, so here's the thing. There's somebody here in the chat, and you're trying to hang on and control the narrative, and no matter what you do, while you're trying to control this, nothing is going to go right because it's not the direction you're supposed to go in. Wow, where did that come from? Hi, Shas. Nice to see you. Thank you for your kind compliment, Jax. You're sweet. Okay, so if you're out there and you're writing your own story, and the story, every way you turn is inside out, backwards, and need to make a U-turn, you're writing the wrong story. So there is a message out there for someone. Stop, take a step back, breathe, and make a list of everything that is bothering you. And then, it's going to sound weird, take a pencil and draw a line through all those things you can get rid of. Set some boundaries. This is a strong message for someone. I don't know who. All right. Let's read Roberto. How are you doing, Roberto? Where are you from? You always come and visit me occasionally. My nose itches, so sources so here. Very here today, as a matter of fact. What do we have for Roberto at this time? It feels like a shift in your perspective. Like you're not dependent on somebody. You walked away from a lot of confusion and indecision. You by choice, by choice. So it's like, yeah, no, I don't need this. And it took a lot of inner strength and courage for whatever it is that you walked away. Oh, thank you, Iris. Donations appreciated when you text share the questions if you can, but if you cannot, God takes care of me. Okay, but anyway, Roberto, back to you. There was a lot of this called for a lot of inner strength on your part, but there was some kind of shift. Maybe it wasn't a big shift, but you felt a difference in your life. And I think that you started really thinking, is this what's left? Is this where I'm going? Is this what's happening? It's like your brain went on overdrive and you were like, I can give up. It felt like you're like, I can just give up and just, sometimes we live and don't live. We're just, we're just walking. How did I get there? I don't even remember driving the car. Not a good thing. And it felt like you were just, this is all I have. I don't want to do this. Thank you, Roberta, for confirmation. But then there was a passion that rose up inside of you, Roberta, the violet flame. Okay. And when this was like, you're like, pardon my French, darn it, I'm not giving up. I'm not throwing the rest of what I have away. I'm keeping this. This is mine. The Most High gave it to me. I'm going to be connected. I'm going to use my intuition. I'm going to listen to the divine. I'm going to let this rebirth happen. Okay. I'm going to work together with people to make great things happen. And oh no, we don't want you to give up. Anything else for Roberto at this time? I can feel the shift just from I guess maybe I don't forget energy. When I, pardon me for talking a little bit here, Devon, but when I did Devon's reading, it was like an instantaneous energy. And I talked, you think I talk a lot now. You should hear me. Oh, cards are falling, Roberto. Let's see what they are. You should hear me in a reading, right, Devon? Okay, so yeah, and you are, oh yeah, okay. Oh, this is even better. Oh, this is so fun when we're chill like this. If you have a random question you want to ask it, put it down there. I'll try. No guarantees though. Radical. Did we get Shush? Hi, Shush. Radical illumination. So yeah, you really did have a shift. And like this shift made a difference. Okay, you have some gifts. All right, that's cool. Let me see what I want to see if I can tap into it. Is that okay? What kind of gifts does Roberto have, Lord? I'm going to put everything back in here, and I'm going to see what I can figure out. I want to see what you have. Oh, Roberto, divine gifts. Okay. This is very unusual, Roberta. And let me look. Roberto, this you have a lot coming through here. I get this impression that so I see the lack of inspiration from where you were. I just saw Shush Roberta a question, Iris. Okay. So you didn't have any inspiration, but then when you made that shift, you went beyond, really beyond the norm. The card actually says beyond the mind. You tapped in, you got connected. It may have been a subtle shift, and you may have thought you were kind of losing your mind, but you were there, and I think you still are. And you came into this huge alignment. Okay, but I don't think it's quite hit you just yet. And it's like all of a sudden you felt like you were coming home. You were where you belonged. Okay. And then it's like you gave it to the universe. Okay. It's like then you got connected. You don't have to, it didn't have to be she, he, whatever. Ignore that. It's energy, universal energy. Okay. And, in doing this shift, you had to let go of control. I feel like you had a, crazy excessive thirst to control things, and I feel like you blocked a lot of emotions. Oh yeah, you think you're losing your mind. we're we're going to be talking on that, Roberto. I promise. There is a one I did the other day on awakening and ascension. You should look it up. It was one of the lives. Yeah, because it does talk about that. So, and then and also you had oh my goodness, there was so much. There was loneliness, there was loss, there was finance issues, there was overspending, there was wanting to control everything. Okay. But then you had this shift, and now you are generous, wealthy, but wealthy. Uh, we're talking wealthy beyond money, wealthy in abundance. And you are showing up as the high priestess, which is a extremely intuitive, tapped in, tuned in, turned on, listens to the inner wisdom. Don't get wrapped into the sex part of it, but definitely connected. And I think that this is just, there's so much more to come for you in this journey. And you've set the message here. Sorry, guys, but it was kind of a slow night. So, oh, Iris, that's okay. Go ahead because it's kind of slow. I love you, Iris. Okay. The reason you're on this journey is, well, you said in this journey, gotta love distracted there. The growth process became um, immense, and they want you to go back and look at it. They want you to go back to where you had to control everything. You didn't want to let anybody in your emotions or your wheelhouse. It was more about materialness. It was about being lost in essence and trying to find yourself. But you're there, and the path is beautiful. Anything else for Roberto at this time, Lord? Animals? Furred and feathered friends? Do you like animals a lot? Anything else? I never know. Okay, they want to caution you about getting in your mind and letting chaos overtake your journey. Okay, because it said furred and feathered friends. Okay, and they want you to keep the chaos out of your mind because they don't want you to be diverted on your journey. They want you to embrace it and just feel good about yourself and how far you've come in such a short period of time. And even I can even feel the energy shift. I love it. Beautiful read, Roberta. All right, Shush, let me read your question. I have lost Iris, but it's really a slow night, guys. And I just God said, this is so funny. I was in my kitchen planning plants and looking at my beautiful lettuce. There's the beautiful lettuce. And anyway, I hope that helps. You're welcome, Roberta. Okay, so let me read Sasha's question first. Yes, what is your name? Your friend's name, Shush? Will you tell me your friend's name? Because I seem to, when I say the name, um, I tap into the energy. It's like a switch for me. So if you'll tell me her name, I'll be happy to. Okay. Lesha. Okay. All right. Let me clear my cards. Lord, dear Heavenly Father, provide what is right and necessary divine guidance and advice for Lesha this time. Help her on her journey. Peace and protection, light and love. Be with her and let the right answers come through at the right time. All of you, Lord, and none of me. Thank you, Most High. Amen. And thank you for the blessings. Okay. All right. So, what do we have for Lesha? Messages for Lesha. Whoa. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Whoa. Okay. All right. Let me see what we got here so far. Okay. Okay. That's interesting that fell out. Okay. This is for Lesha. Hi, Lesha. I'm Sher. I hope this helps. You're quite the interesting person, aren't you? Okay. I'm getting a very weird message. I think that there was a point in your life, this is for Lesha, Sasha's friend, that you had a very high level of emotional immaturity. You had no direction. You didn't know. It was like you were just lost. And internally, you were just, you couldn't figure it out. And it was just this, I feel like a myriad of emotions. And then, then your third eye kicked in. And I do feel it kicked in. I want to show you this card, Lesha. Okay. And I think that that gave you keys to, like, you had always known something was different, but you couldn't exactly figure it out. And when that happened, this gave you keys, crystal keys to, like, the beginning of your life again. But now some things are shifting. Job, employment, you're going to be shifted into a higher, better path, something I think you're going to enjoy more. Money doesn't seem to be a difference. You've climbed a lot of mountains you don't ever tell anybody about. You never mention the mountains. And some of this causes you, this is going to sound weird, causes you to burn fire inside. It's like there's this passionate pain. And you, whatever happened, um, a lot of things have shifted since then. Whoa, I don't know what I'm reading here. But it's like you started listening to God, the universe. Okay. You balanced out. There was a lot of healing. And you listened to that internal voice inside. And it was like, oh my God, in the middle here, I saw the mountain that you climbed. I saw the passionate pain within inside of you. And then on top of all of that is merging with the divine. Soul Star Chakra. I don't think that you're going to have a problem really finding another job. I think that you're going to be led down the path of the job that you're supposed to take. That's going to work out better for you in the long run. It's going to give you, according to this, endless opportunities. Beautiful read. You're very interesting. You made a man. You went from very immature, very, I don't know, to to this beautiful, peaceful person striving to be their best self. I love it. You're welcome. That was like, that was just, shush, it was so fun to read. So fun. I tell her, I said, everything is good. Did you want a card, Shush? If you do, we can pull one for you. Arpita, how are you doing? Yep, saw the mountain. I believe that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I actually, my energies are really good. I had gotten a message that I was going to be given, like, even more energy. Okay. And you guys know me, so I feel like a lot of times I'm just pure energy. So when God said, this is probably why my head itches today. I don't have dandruff. When God said, I'm going to amp your energy up, I was like, okay. Because I don't know if I can get any more amped up than I am. But it's just pure love and pure peace and making the universe a better place. And what else am I going to do? Grow by myself, or not have any fun, or not help anybody? That would be sad, wouldn't it? All right, let's see what we have for a shush tonight. Okay, we got it. Okay. I got two of them, shush. No, I'm not tired. But God did tell me today, I was doing gardening in my kitchen. I was planting herbs. And indirectly, I was in the kitchen and I heard a reader say, now is not the time to be gardening. You have things to do. I will tell you that when I saw that, when I heard that, oh, I'm going to do some of them in water, rosemary and water. I gotta look it up. Thank you for the lettuce tip, Jax. Okay, so and I will be honest, when the reader said, "It is not the time to be gardening. You have things to do." As I have my hand on the shovel and the plants, I'm like, I'll be honest. I stopped and looked around. Wouldn't you? I put my plants away. I started doing my shorts. He was serious. Well, I don't want to make God mad. All right, what do we have for shush here, alerts? Oh, I love fresh herbs for pasta and stuff like that. All right, intuition. How am I not surprised? Intuitive individuals are capable of understanding new information without having to go through logical reasoning. I can see that being you. What else do we have? Is there anything else in this deck? Oh, Arpita, let me know if you want a card. How are you doing? Entrepreneurialism. Wow, okay. An entrepreneur person often sees opportunities where others see risk and are open to taking on a challenge to grow and earn simultaneously. So I think there's growth and challenges in the universe for you, but I think that confirmation that the challenge is going to be worth it. The challenge will be worth it. Okay, and just listen to the intuition there. I want to pull one card. Oh, something about writing. Writing formulates thoughts and ideas in a meaningful written form so that the reader will find courage and guidance through the words shared with them. Cowboy, hi. Okay, something about writing. Pay attention to that. I'm not. Is it you or Love that writes? I can't remember. And write just for you. Okay, let's see what we have for Hidden Realms. Cowboy, how are you doing today? Hi, Iris. You just missed Iris. Yeah, writing. There. Write. Start writing things down. Okay. Okay, I know why. Okay. Okay, Shush, I know why. Because writing is going to help remove internal obstacles and help you figure out. It feels like what's coming across is there's a lot of intensity of thoughts, and you could write a movie script. Actually, that's really funny you saw that. I didn't. When I saw the card to writing, I was like, I saw you writing a book, but I didn't know what the book was for. But I saw a book, and I remember intuitively my thought was, you should just write your own book. You don't have to win anything. Just write your own book. So that's really strange that I felt that. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I think you should. I think that's kind of confirmation from the universe. And it's saying remove your internal obstacles, confronting self-identity and your intensity. Full moon eclipse here. Passion, royalty. I can see it. Okay, cool. And okay, and also at the bottom of the deck, it is. And you know what? Even if you don't do it for any other reason, just write. I write everywhere. There's journals everywhere in my house. Okay, but also at the bottom of the deck, I want to share this because this is for you, Shush. Open-mindedness, perspective, nuance, and complexity. I feel like you're all this and more, Shush, but it says this and that are true. So some of this and some of that. Maybe not everything's going to be true. So watch what's said around you. Apparently you're supposed to come. It's supposed to come back. I'd bring it back if I were you, because that was. Let me see if I can find it again. No, but when I turned the deck back over, I got the card of manifestation. Look, I think that's kind of a sign from the universe. All right. I paint acrylics. I put spiritual music on, and I paint Yes, yeah, because I like that's my thing. I have canvas, I have the paint. I've been, God's been going, hey, you can paint. Hey, this is part of your gift. And, we do videos and lives and shorts. And I love this. I feel like this brings my soul alive. Raymond, do you want a card? And Arpita, would you like a card? Also, if there's anybody else out there, my moderator had to leave this evening, but if there's anyone out there that does want a card, let me know. I'll certainly be happy to help you. Oh, you sell acrylic paint? Do you have a like a website or something? I'm great. Cowboy, do you want a card? I feel like you're facing a lot of physical labor right now, Cowboy. I don't know why. I feel like life is about to get hard, but it's like a good hard. Okay, like okay, of course, Cowboy. I mean Raymond. It's a good heart. It's the heart of like I worked all day. I accomplished something. I can feel it in my bones. Ah, that's so sweet. Okay, you know that you can feel it in your bones. And I think that you're going to have quite a few days this summer that way, but it's like that end of the day, that tired where you made something happen. This Tuesday's shamanic courses. Okay, cool. Let me check for you. Let's pull a tarot card. Do you have a specific? Oh no. Okay, hold on. You have a specific question? Or are you like? Is there a level? Curious. Is there like a level of fear? Oh shoot. Um. No, I didn't. I think I did. It was that you were. Was that you or love? I read for where you were supposed to walk away. Not. I mean, like it was like the focus was supposed to be on you, but I don't know if that was your love or I'll pull a card real quick and then I'll do Raymond. Hold on, I gotta. Oh, what's the box? Okay, that's the wrong box. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Oh, it's in the box. I lost the box in the box. There's something here about a message. This is about cigar, right? You asked me about is love cigar or you cigar? That's how I'll be able to tell which I read for. Okay. Um, After you answer that, I'll be able to tell you because I want to make sure I'm not confusing my readings. When I do a lot like this, first of all, I don't always remember everything I say. I think it was love that was for the other one. But you know what? I'm going to pull a card. Answer my question. Okay, never mind. I know what it is. I got the other one mixed up. Okay. I mean, I read for the right person, the right reading, but I haven't read for you. I missed that question. You're right. I did. I apologize. All right. Okay. Just soulmate get messages. What is so you need to know this time? Okay. Oh, that was about that. You should go back and listen to that. It was the reason somebody was coming in the future is because I felt like this wasn't going to work. And the cards I'm looking at right now kind of confirm that. I'm seeing like a lack of effort, um, a lack of like hope. Sorry. Um, see, no effort. um, Maybe a little hope, but like I think this person may be damaged in some way. And I think that there's just been like a lack of growth for this person. Um, and that's why when I was reading for you earlier, it answered it in the aspect of you possibly it was not possibly going to be your person. I think there was deceit in there, and then it went to but something new was coming in. I do remember it now. That's what I was thinking about. Okay, that's what I've got. All right, that's what I have, Sugar. Go back and listen to it because it's kind of, I know I get in circles sometimes, but it's really basically saying the person you're with is deceptive, and something else like not putting enough effort in or wanting to put the effort in. And yeah, go back and read that because then it said that like the universe was making room for something new to come in. Oh, oh, okay. I thank you, Raymond. I am not even. Sometimes when I get in the zone here, I'm like, man, I don't even know what I said. All right. Let's see. What did you say? Okay, daily. Okay. All right. Um, Hold on, I'm just making sure. No specific question. Okay. And I think that this is just going to add to your joy, happy family. To be honest with you, because the first, I turned the deck over, and the cards were misaligned and kind of haywire, which I feel like that's. Sorry. Yeah. Hold on. I'll read that in a minute, Sugar. um that person that you know shows as deceptive. It's not I didn't think you were in the relationship. They're long distance. You I feel like you have an acquaintance, but they also showed up as deceptive. uh and then it did show something new coming in. I'm sorry if that was so confusing. Arpita, I'll do you just a minute. Let me finish Cowboy here. Okay, so you got this thing going on where all these phases in your life that are happening are leading to your Ten of Cups. It's like it's a stealth. I see you. Okay, I get it. I see you. You're climbing up the stair steps. Okay, and of course, Arpita. Oh, Arpita for you. My Mary everything cup. It's insulated. As a matter of fact, I need a sip of this. Mm. Okay, Cowboy. So as you're going up these steps, it's coming through that there are new opportunities. There's also the fact that you have a really new, profound sense of gratitude for the life that you have. You're just happy to have it, to be here, to embrace it, to finally be on a path that you feel like is uh, Ah, thanks, Tarpita. To be on a path that you feel like it's actually the path you're supposed to be on instead of being lost on the side of the road. Why do I feel that so weirdly? Okay. And it is. You've had radical expansion. You let go of greedy habits, materialism, having to be codependent on somebody. You dropped all the bad stuff. It was a process, though, man. You walked through a door to get there. And it took you a minute to really figure it out. Wow. But when you did, you did. When you figured it out, you did. No, you don't want to go to the dark side, Raymond. Never. So, and then you started moving on and letting go of all those things that were holding you back. And then personal growth stepped in. And now look at this journey that you're on with the sweat lodges and the shamanic, and we're about on the same journey because I mean, when I'm not reading for you guys or making shorts or other things, I'm meditating, trying to exercise, walk in the light, checking emails, all that stuff. You are coming into a great amount of wisdom. There's going to be some planning required on your part and decision making, but you've gotten enough discernment, Raymond, that now it's just not a problem. Before it would have been a problem, but there's been so much growth for you, so much. And it's like the world is yours. And you said, "Wow, and my bell doesn't work." Is that okay? This is my bell. My I need to I need to put a bell on Amazon wish list. Anyway, yes, you do have a lot to do. God has a plan for you, and I think it's going to become an even more. Don't worry, I think romance is still there, Raymond. I feel like that's important to you, but I think it's going to become an even uh, more spiritual path. It is time. Well, I found the bell. I lost the dinger. My hair's sticking up. I lost the dinger. I don't have a dinger. This is my life now. Oh, I have to pull a card for Arpita. All right, Arpita. What do we have for the lovely Arpita this evening? And Vanna, I have the letter L for love. Pay attention to that. L for love. Is love coming in, Arpita? That was just so. They say there are no coincidences. All right, what do we have for Arpita this time, Lord? All right. And it's lovely to see you as always. All of you guys. All right, for Arpita, Lord, what does Arpita need to know at this time? Well, source is here. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, for a minute. I'm laughing because my curl is sticking out. Okay, for a minute. I'm just going to leave it. It'll add entertainment value. For a minute, you were very uninspired. Okay, I can feel it. You were, you just, I think you took a vacation mentally. And you got a little excessive and a little disconnected, like my hair. No. But then there was like this something brought you back, is all I can tell you. And when it did, then you like accepted a whole bunch of things, and then you forgave not just others, but you forgave yourself, and you're moving on now. Okay, still laugh. I can't believe there's a curl sticking up like that. Okay, so that's where we are right there. Now we have more cards. You had a lot of confusion and like indecision, the direction you wanted to go, and like what was going to happen, because I don't think anybody could really see it, and it was something where you had to go within and connect to your intuition, and this is like the yeah initiation. This is the Earth Star chakra initiation. So it feels like you absolutely made some kind of a shift where you let go of your resistance to change. You were like, this is absolutely not working. I'm trying to have my process and make everything happen I want to make happen, when I should just release it and hand it over. And like, to me, when I see this card in the reverse, it was like you handing the violent flame, handling the universe over and going, hey, God, I'm going to give you this. And in that, when doing that, you had this transformation. And then that's where you are now. And I did a video the other night on, I channeled Archangel Michael. It was alive. You may have even been there, but it was talking about awakening and ascension. I think it's in the title, guys, but it talks about and it was a 3-page channeled note from Archangel Michael. I need to type up the notes. Yeah. So, and I think that's why it feels like that was one of the reasons you were there, because you're embarking on this journey, Arpita. That's what it feels like. Anything else for Arpita at this time? The keys. Crystal keys. I think, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're being given like it's like the keys to get to where you need to be. And I feel like you're also going to be given the energy. Oh, yeah. Don't make me have a big head. Okay, every day and I try. I'm being better. I'll share this with you guys. Every every day, I work on releasing the outcome of this channel. And and also if I just help one person, we won, right? And I see progress. I see people, and we get to help people sometimes in the background, but that's why we do it in the background because um, you wouldn't want to be in the foreground in that circumstance. Oh, thank you, Shush. Thank you. You wouldn't want anybody talking about your circumstances or stuff. And so I'm going to build this channel, and we're going to share a lot of peace and a lot of love in the world. And I'm gonna make a lot of money. Not that the money doesn't matter. I don't even. I better not say that. No, but everybody be booking readings and never paying. But it's not about the money. God told me when I started this journey, if it was about the money, that it wasn't right. It wouldn't be the journey, and it isn't. And oh, Arpita, you and India, you're so cool. And it's the more I'm on this journey, I'm blessed too. I'm not God. I don't have the answers. I obviously just you're doing a great job. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the help I can get. But we make some good things happen, and I think we uplift and encourage a lot of people. And I think those people that you uplift and encourage other people. Jamie, I still don't think the nursing thing is dead. I'm praying for you just in case you're out there. That just came to mind. And I'm hoping that I will channel more. And thank you all for the growth and everything. Always, also, one of the ladies I watch is Brawin's Cove. She's like in England. She's wonderful. She's amazing. And she supports the animals too, and I really like that about her. But I think she's worried about her ratings or trying to raise her algorithm. So if you get a chance, try to support her. I think for a while I'm gonna take a break. It's 7. Wow. Okay, 7:40, and I actually have more other stuff work to do. But I really wanted to get on here. Did I miss anybody that wanted a card? I remember when I remember coming on and being live and going, okay, so, all right, so what do I do? What do we talk about? Is anybody going to come visit? I remember that. I can't even believe there's 700 people in here. you know, I've come a long way, baby. And I have, because, that's so sweet. And it's just, life is good. Life is good, you guys. Holly, hi. Oh, have you been here out this whole time? Excuse me. Mm. Well, I I'm actually gonna try to get a little rest tonight. I think I've only had about 4 or 5 hours sleep. Oh, I'm not sweet. I never know because I see the chat, but I don't really see. I guess unless you make a comment. Um, yes, it is fun with you guys even now. I love it when like we have a night like tonight when it's kind of a slow chat and it's like the originals, the OGs. All right, guys. Tomorrow, make your day count. Don't lose 1 minute of this precious gift you've been given. I am going to go make a stuffed crust pizza, I think, and pick out. Oh, sorry, Iris. All right, guys. Remember, go share peace and love. No, all of you are great and wonderful. If you have want to make a reading, reach out to me by email. Don't get scammed. I'm not going to reach out to you and ask you for anything. Have a great night. Share peace and love. Oh, where's my mouse?